guys! So I recently went back to doing digital art just because I was pretty sick and tired of carrying around big art supplies, having to refill my paint tubes and ink cartridges, and not wanting to clean up after myself after every single painting I did. So I basically just wanted to be as lazy as I possibly could be. Now I use the Surface Pro 6, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, it's the latest one, and I've been using it for about 6 months, and I do have to say that it's a pretty nifty gadget. God, I sound like a 90-year-old. There is a bit of a learning curve, and it is really freaking expensive for a student. So if you're considering buying this tablet for digital art, well, I hope this video helps you in some way deciding that. And if you already have a Surface Pro and you just want to figure out the best way to draw on it, then you've come to the right video because
I'm the best.
I'm just kidding, I'm a total noob. But welcome to This Is How I Draw on the Surface Pro. Let's start off with the programs that I use. These are what I would consider the essentials of digital art on the Surface Pro. The programs that I most commonly use are Photoshop CC, Krita, Autodesk Sketchbook Pro, the Toolbar program, and APowerRec screen recording software. These drawing programs are lightweight enough to run on the tablet because, you know, although it is pretty advanced, the Surface Pro isn't exactly a CPU powerhouse thingy-majig bobber, very, very powerful thing. So you need a program that's lightweight enough to run on the Surface Pro without making it lag. Also, these programs have quite a dense toolkit, unlike drawing programs like MS Paint or even, dare I say, Sketchbook. And lastly, these programs are either made with the Surface Pro's interface and, you know, like touch function in mind. They are Surface Pro friendly programs. I used to be a die-hard Paint Tool SAI user when I was like in my early teens and a hardcore anime artist, but we won't get into that. And then me and Paint Tool SAI kind of had a falling out after I got a MacBook. When I purchased the Surface Pro, I was really excited to pick up Paint Tool SAI again, but this program sucks on the Surface Pro. It has no pen pressure recognition. All the buttons are super tiny because of the HD resolution of the screen. You can't zoom or rotate the canvas with like your fingers like you could in Photoshop or any of the other programs I've listed. And it simultaneously recognizes both your pen and your hand as drawing inputs. So like if your hand touches the screen as you're drawing, you'll get these poopy lines and it'll make your life really, really difficult. But Photoshop, Krita, and Autodesk, they don't have any of those problems. By the way, if there are any other programs that are like this, that are like Surface Pro friendly for drawing, please let me know in the comments below because I would love to find some more. If you're a die-hard SAI user, this might be a deal breaker for you. But coming from someone like me that used to be unhealthily dependent on that program, I can assure you if you put in the time to learn a different program, you'll find that they're just as good and actually some of them even better. My next essential is the toolbar. This program is super important to have. If you're familiar with digital art at all, you know that commonly you have to press the undo key, the flip key, the free transform key, the eyedropper, you know, switching between tools, yada yada yada. Usually with an external Wacom tablet, you use, you know, that to draw, and then you have a keyboard where you could input shortcuts to quickly access those things and make your drawing time more efficient. Well, a Surface Pro does come with an attachable keyboard, but when you draw on it, that keyboard is nowhere to be seen. So that's why I use the toolbar. I'll show you how I use it actually. It's really good because it doesn't take up a lot of screen space. There's an option for it to go transparent when your mouse isn't hovered above it. You can also move the layout of the buttons and give the buttons different functions. Just as I draw, I like to keep my left hand hovered above it and then press undo like crazy when I don't like how the drawing turned out. Like if you can relate. The last program I listed, APowerRec Screen Recorder, I'm listing it just in case any of you want to do speed paints, I don't know, record your drawing processes and post it online. It's just very lightweight, but very user-friendly. If you've seen a lot of the Apple Pen versus Surface Pro Pen videos on YouTube, you probably know that the Surface Pro Pen can be kind of janky. Like, when I saw the reviews saying that, you know, 1 out of every 100 lines turns out like this really ugly scribbly mess, did not believe it until it actually happened to me. Honestly, it doesn't get in the way of drawing too much. It's led me to use the pencil brush on Photoshop the most. I'll show you guys which one I'm talking about. This brush creates lines quite smoothly, and the pressure sensitivity matches my hand really well. I'm just gonna do a few demonstration clips for you guys to see, a couple speed paints maybe, just to get a gist of what exactly I mean by everything I've just said. So at some points in the speed paint, the camera goes in and out of focus for some reason. I do apologize for that. I decided to draw a girl studying with headphones on just because I recently started school, and I guess in the spirit of school starting, that's what I felt like drawing. Right now I'm just sketching out the rough sketch layer, and you can't really see it, but I am using the toolbar. I'm pressing that undo button vicariously. Is that what vicariously means? For this drawing, I'm just going to do a quick outline, base color it, and cell shade on top of that, and just call it a day, because if I did any more than that, it would probably take me way too long. Honestly, do you guys ever see those artists that do doodles in 30 minutes, but their drawing turns out immaculate? Like, there's so much detail in it, or it's just super complex. Yeah, sometimes I see those drawings and I go, whoa, that's definitely not something I could do in 30 minutes. I also skipped recording the outline of this drawing because, for two reasons, actually. Drawing with the camera placed like right in front of me was really uncomfortable. I still haven't figured out a way to properly set up speed paint recording with my camera. Also, I'm not that great at outlining just yet on the Surface Pro. I still feel like my lines are a bit sketchy, and it wouldn't be that interesting to watch a sped up recording of me outlining. As I kept coloring this drawing, I realized this girl kind of looks like the Lo-Fi Beats girl. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like that image that's on the YouTube video? That's called Lo-Fi Chill Beats or something like that for studying. I hope I don't sound crazy. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. You send me. You send me. Darling, you
I do a lot of comic art. That's the main kind of focus of my artwork right now, which is why the Surface Pro is pretty perfect for me, because I feel like comic art doesn't really require heavy-duty parameters, unlike something like concept art. Very, very big files, complex, lots of layering, lots of color. I actually feel like the biggest selling point of this for me was that I really like to draw outside of my room. I find that I focus a bit better and I can draw inspiration from being outside and drawing, but I wanted to be able to do that digitally because I didn't want to be using a sketchbook anymore. So that was the biggest selling point of this for me anyways. If you value a multifunctional drawing tool that will not only allow you to just draw on it, but also edit things, upload things to the internet, help you do your schoolwork, if that multifunctionality as well as portability is really important for you, then get this tablet. If you have the funds for it. If you like working in your room, then don't really see the need to get this. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed seeing this, seeing my face, please subscribe. I try to upload every Friday. If you want to see what I'm doing occasionally in my life, then follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I'll post myself there. Other times I may post artwork there. Who knows? I'm not very sure how this entire social media thing works just yet. So yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Bye!